Ooh, hello there, friends. It is your boy B3, back with another kicking TV reaction review. Last time we did the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Got a new streaming Marvel show today. This time on Hulu. It's rated MA for mature, so it's on Hulu instead of Disney Plus. It is M.O.D.O.K. Yeah, M.O.D.O.K's kind of a ridiculous fucking character, so making this a comedy was a good idea. Also, Hulu original comedies. I don't know. Hulu seems to like stop motion. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I'm a huge fucking stop motion nerd, like Ray Harryhausen, Willis O'Brien, all that shit. I am all down with that. That James and the Giant Peach Gucci. I never reviewed Crossing Swords. Maybe I should have, but that was another stop motion Hulu comedy. They were cool. They looked like little Playmobiles or something. But yeah, so M.O.D.O.K. It's about the creator and leader of A.I.M. The like super genius villain organization. Big enemy of Iron Man, and he's trying to run A.I.M. but also kind of keep his family together because he has a wife who's like becoming really successful in her lifestyle brand, and he has two kids, daughter, son. They're doing stuff. He's like going through a divorce, but also his company's being taken from him by this big hipper company, and he's like a genius, but his malice kind of gets in the way of things. He has like no common sense, and he's kind of pathetic. It's pretty funny, pretty interesting interpretation of M.O.D.O.K. The characters were all actually really enjoyable. I thought Wonder Man was a little weird, but he was about the right level of known for the role he played in this show. Very small role. Iron Man was in it. Other Avengers were implied. Other Avengers were implied. And they even made a Spider-Man joke, even though I'm pretty sure they legally couldn't, but they didn't say the name Spider-Man. That's in like episode 1. Very interesting. Very interesting. The stop motion itself, good. Could have been a little better, to be completely honest. Not gonna lie, it could have been a little better. There were some moments, even in the first episode, where I was like, that didn't seem right. That didn't seem very smooth. But stop motion's difficult. I can give them a break, especially since, there's not a lot of people out there doing stop motion these days. It's very costly and etc. There's something in my eye. I don't know. Oh, God, where am I? Yeah, there were a lot of things I liked. The sense of humor I thought was very good, but it was an MA show, so I was expecting, like, I don't know, the humor to be a bit more edgy, a bit more hardcore. But aside from a few sexual jokes that honestly would have passed in a PG-13 rating, it really wasn't edgy. And it's a streaming show that bleeps. That's weird. That's really weird. This is one part where M.O.D.O.K's daughter, Melissa, cusses him out on the phone, and it's all bleeped, every word of it. And it's like, why? It's an MA show. It's on a streaming service. Why bleep it? It doesn't make sense. Is it because Disney owns Hulu? Is it because it's Marvel and superheroes, and even though it's MA, Disney is probably definitely counting on kids watching it, which is totally something those corporate bastards would do. Make the bright, colorful Marvel superhero show and have it given MA warning and BMA, but definitely use targeted algorithms to make sure kids want to watch it because they know kids can get away with watching it as long as they have access to a family Hulu account. can watch it on their phones. All kids have phones. Trust me, I work with kids. Like, fourth graders have phones. It's insane. Ugh. Anyways, that went to a weird place. But yeah, I felt like they were they wanted an MA show. Disney did, but they were also like, let's not make it too MA. But it's like, if you're gonna make a show MA, go balls to the fucking wall. You know what I mean? Just put those big hairy danglers right up against the fucking wallpaper, and when you peel them back, that wallpaper's coming off with them. Go balls to the fucking wall, man. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Yeah, it seemed like they just wanted it barely MA. Like, it's just right past PG-13. I think, honestly, the only reason it's really MA is because there is red human blood in it. That's, like, the only reason. It really is. I thought most of the characters were delightful. As I said, Wonder Man I wasn't big into. He was also, like, classist and hated homeless people, which was odd. We also have the Super Adaptoid, who's a very powerful robot in Marvel Comics. And the Super Adaptoid is, like, almost completely unnecessary in every way. It's, why is the Super Adaptoid there? It kind of feels like the Super Adaptoid only exists so that he can move in with M.O.D.O.K when M.O.D.O.K gets kicked out of his house, so he can go to the apartment with M.O.D.O.K, so M.O.D.O.K has someone to do lines off of. But why couldn't M.O.D.O.K just have a roommate he moved in with? Why couldn't he just move in with Gary and his husband? Speaking of Gary, fucking hilarious. Gary is so fucking funny. Holy shit, Gary needs his own damn show. Gary was hilarious as shit. Gary's whole character revolves around M.O.D.O.K, so his own show wouldn't really work. But he's fucking funny as shit. He's the one that loses his arm in the trailer, the A.I.M soldier. Fucking Gary is hilarious. Gotta love him. You got M.O.D.O.K's kids, who are both very interesting characters. He's got this, like, genius sociopath daughter, and then he's got this really weird son who's, like, very positive and confident. So funny. The wife seems kind of normal, but then, like, later in the show, you're like, wow, she's kind of just as bad as him. Because, like, in the first couple episodes, you're like, how the hell did they ever get married? How the hell did they ever get together? She's so normal. But then it's like, she's really not. Deep down, she's kind of also shit. They belong together. They really do. Oh, man. But, the first couple episodes didn't really do it for me, to be completely honest. I usually give a show 5 episodes. But this show only has 10 episodes in Season 1. We're only reviewing Season 1 today. Just 10 episodes in Season 1. And it's a good show. Like, as I said, the first couple didn't impress me. But they got funnier. Like, there's one part where we see M.O.D.O.K twerking with these big ass implants made out of human fat that are attached to his chair and not his body. And he's just twerking with those big fat sacks of fat. Didn't need to see that. You know? Didn't need to see that. It is nice seeing stop motion still used, even if it's really only used in comedy and advertising for the most part these days. Sometimes I see it in, like, monster movies or something, but only if it's like an homage, however you fucking say that. My friends, half my friends tell me to say it one way, half my friends tell me to say it the other way. I don't know. But M.O.D.O.K was fun, but it also relied very, very, very heavily on references to other media sometimes. Lots of it was just Marvel references. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. Lots of them are references to other things. There were, like, some Pokemon references and stuff. Lots of video game references and one big fight scene that he has with one of his co-workers, I guess I should say. But we got a lot of references, and oftentimes when I tell people I don't like a show and that show is full of references, people that do like it are like, oh, but it had all these great references, and that's like the first thing they go to defend to the show. Lots of references to shows that are good doesn't make a show good. I want everybody to really let that sink in. Just because it has references you like doesn't make it good. I do think M.O.D.O.K. Season 1 was good, but it's got a lot of references. A lot. Part of me kind of wishes Gwenpool was in it. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love Gwenpool. It was the best comic that nobody read. It was an incredible book. Treat yourself to the trades. Gwenpool is fucking fantastic. But like, she worked for M.O.D.O.K. for the longest time. And that was a comedy book. It was a very comedic version of M.O.D.O.K. And I'm like, that would have been perfect to have Gwenpool in this somehow. I think she'd fit well into season 2, to be completely honest. Because the show is comedy. She's a comedic character. She could come work for the A.I.M 2 that's in like the strip mall. Yeah, she could come work for him. Like she did in the comics. There really wasn't room for her this season, but you know, I do love Gwenpool, even though there was not room for her this season. I would have liked there to be, though, but I feel like she could fit very well into season 2. But it seems like season 2 is going to mostly be about M.O.D.O.K. trying to go back in time, and there was a lot of time travel-y stuff in this show. I'm so bored with time travel. Time travel's so overdone. The most recent thing with time travel that I actually enjoyed was Avengers Endgame, and that's because they used Dragon Ball Z time travel, where it's like, when you go back in time, multiverse theory, blah, 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 it creates a separate timeline, and you aren't actually affecting your time at all. You're just making another time where things are different, you know? Which is why Endgame Captain America ending makes a lot more sense than people think it does, because they forgot how the time travel rules worked by the end of the damn movie they were watching that already explained it to them. That's a rant for another time. But yeah. I'm kind of sick of time travel stuff. Could have gone without the time travel. It led to some cool things, but really could have done without it. A lot of good character progression for M.O.D.O.K. in the show and etc. You know, I really enjoyed it. I really do enjoyed it. I think they should have gone a lot into the MA more. I think that the super adaptoid was almost completely unnecessary. You could have, like, assuming that his own, because his jokes weren't funny for one thing, and assuming that he was basically there to just be M.O.D.O.K's roommate, and so he could play off someone. Why not have him move in with Gary and his husband? Or just some dude who was looking for a roommate? The super adaptoid was fucking stupid. It was stupid. The armadillo was in it, though. That was pretty cool. I'm kind of an armadillo fan. I like the armadillo. Sue me. But that's it. You know, I always give points for stop motion, though, because you gotta really care about what you're making if you're willing to pay and wait for stop motion. That's just straight up true. But that is it, everyone. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll probably see you all next time. Not sure what I'll be reviewing next. The man just don't know, bro. He just don't know. I will be... if you check out our link tree in the link in the description below, you'll find a link to my Twitch. Over the next couple weeks, I should be streaming on Twitch a lot, so be sure to follow me on there. Get notifications so that you can hang out with me on Twitch. But that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. M.O.D.O.K is on Hulu. The full season 1 is up now. Hulu is just puts up the whole show at once, I think, for most of their stuff. So that's it. Thank you all once again. See y'all next time.